stop working in isolation. And why I say that is throughout my entire career, and also here, I made the same mistake myself. I see many people, also in our team sometimes, they get a task to build something like a character, vehicle, doesn't really matter, or a scene. And they are briefed correctly, they know what to do, they embark on that mission of creating it, and many people end up kind of sitting on their own little island of creation. Um, and in the first, day or two, that's maybe fine. You're trying to figure out your grounding in this new creative task. But what I often notice that people don't tend to do is that they wait too long before they show their progress and work to the team and the art director. So from a practical sense, what often happens is they'll be spending sometimes like a week building something out to only then present it to everybody else. And by that time, when maybe the direction is off, or maybe they even misunderstood the brief, they already spent a week going in that direction they're on. So you just wasted days of work doing something that doesn't align with what the bigger picture of the project is. So how we handle this internally, and how I have learned to do this in my own career working at other studios, is, and this is especially powerful when you're working in an office, make sure people walk around a lot, and then they can look at your screen to see what they're doing. And then from there, discussion happens. Now that's easy because you're in a studio, and it's very common and easy that people walk around. But these days, with all the remote work happening, and especially for the freelancers out there, there's nobody walking around. So what we internally do as an online team, and we use Discord for our communication, is we have like an art dump channel. And in that channel, the whole purpose is to at least once a day, so at the end of the day, just take a quick screenshot of your work and just dump it in there. That's the only thing you have to do. And this is kind of simulating the people walking around in the office. So what you're doing by this is you're enabling other people to see what the progress is, what's happening as a team, but you're also enabling people to give you some tiny little tips of, hey, maybe you can do this here to improve it, or maybe you can do this there to improve that point. But it also enables the more senior people or art director to just check in a little bit what's happening and give bigger adjustments to the direction you are taking. For me personally, when I was working at my first studio job, which I was, by the way, quite intimidating by having, because that creative level we were aiming for was very high and I was just so new. These, pretty much daily, maybe every other day, mini conversations I was having around my desk, which sometimes was also a little bit scary because you're getting feedback and I don't know, I felt sometimes not good enough, but that was actually where most of my creative growth and training came from, was the feedback from the more senior or veteran people of what am I doing and what can I do to improve. So again, if you're doing remote work, make sure you do something like this in your chat channel. But if you're a hobbyist, or you're just doing like a hobby piece, share it often on channels like Polycount, or maybe you're in the other art Discord groups out there, and just keep sharing. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, I need feedback. Just say, here's a progress shot, end of the day, send, and done. And I'm convinced if you do this more, not only will you improve faster, but your client or team progress will also improve massively. And the end result of your work and the teamwork or team's work will improve massively. So for such a tiny little thing to do, there is massive stuff to gain. So I would say apply this, implement this, and see how much you will actually learn from other people just with these little tiny little feedback moments. Hope it helps. Catch you next time. Robert.